Standing right here outside Bremgarten from the refugee center home is Mr. Mark Bamidele, the president and the founder of African Mirror TV and the president of the Swiss African Integration and Health Network. Welcome, Mr. Mark.
Thank you very much.
Mark, what happened? What came into your mind first when you had this news first?
No, actually, it's nothing new in Switzerland that refugees, colored people are being discriminated, that refugees, colored people we are being faced with a lot of stereotyping. But at the point, it's getting to a point that this is also affecting the Swiss people themselves. For example, people know Switzerland as a country of humanitarian.
Mm-hmm.
And when you go outside now, people always tell you, you're living in Switzerland? Normally before, it used to be, you are living in Switzerland. Oh, what a rich country. What a nice country. Mm-hmm. But now you are living in Switzerland. How are you coping with racism? Mm-hmm. How are you coping with discrimination? Mm-hmm. This is not a good image because the Swiss must now start to accept other people. Mm-hmm. Just imagine, look at this place now. Mm-hmm. It's a closed door. The guys who left now just told us that everyone in Bremgarten city received a letter saying that these refugees will not be allowed to the library, to the schools, open field. And if they are in the city, there will be security. It means automatically that they are trying to give the resident people an impression that these are dangerous people. They are being locked up right in here.
Absolutely.
And they have to get permission to go out on a weekend. In Switzerland, if you're in prison, if you're on a parole, you can go home and come back for a weekend. So it means they're just like half of a prison, because anytime from the evening they are no more allowed to go out. So I don't understand why they are treating human beings like this. So when I heard this news, I said, whatever it will take, I will contribute my part. I have to tell the African community, the Swiss community, the immigrant community that here in Switzerland is not as good as you might think. There's also discrimination, there's also racism. That's just my own point.
Okay, and what would you think about the African community? What do they have to say about this, or what role would they have to play?
From my own part, I think the African community, we should try to host a demonstration, first of all, to bring all the asylums together to demonstrate. And basically in the city of Bremgarten itself, because like the guys who left just said, they are not in support of this. So if the African community can come together, the organizations can come together, we can mobilize ourselves, we can make our voice known, we can tell them, listen, this is not human. Listen, you cannot treat a human being like this. Listen, we cannot accept this. This is one of the things we should make. And if possible, let's see how they could give them a normal freedom to go out when they want and to come back when they want. We know that the Office of the Immigration said that they want to speed the processing time of asylum process from 1,400 days to 140 days. Even if this is not okay, but we don't care. This is their own job. But if they are here for 140 days or they are in Switzerland for 1 hour, they deserve to have the basic, the full rights as the same Swiss, as the same normal human being. No restriction, because they are not dangerous to the society. And they should stop giving people the impression that when you see an asylum, they are dangerous. When you see an African guy, we are not dangerous. We are like them. We also have Swiss family, we have Swiss kids, we have Africans who were born and they grow up here. We have Africans who are well educated here. We have Africans who are doing good here in Switzerland. So if we call for demonstration, I will appeal to everyone to put in their weight, because it's all for us. It's not about me, it's not about you, it's about us in general. Let's tell them we are not as stupid as they think. It's obvious. If you are talking about asile, what comes to the mind of the people is the Africans. We are bearing more of the weight than any other part. There's not going to be any war in Europe anymore. Europe is now at peace. So the word is going to come from third world country or from Asia. And if you see somebody from Syria or Iraq or whatever from a distance, you cannot tell if this is a Swiss man or a German man or an Iraqi. So it means you have to move closer to be sure. But if you see an African sub-Saharan Africans coming, you will know these are black people.
Yeah.
Then don't give an impression like they are dangerous. They are not dangerous.
Yes.
They are as normal as everybody. So these are the messages we just want to tell the Swiss government, the Swiss Immigration Office, and the Swiss society, that we are not happy with the development as they are treating us. Is very, very unfair, is unhuman, is unjust, and no society, either civilized or uncivilized, developed or undeveloped, should accept such treatment. This is a prison. Believe me, for real. Thank you so much.
And just to wind up, the last question: when do you think we should? Are you going to set up the process for the demonstration?
Well, we first of all, because it's not going to be only from Swiss African Health and Integration Network alone, or from the African Mirror TV.
Yeah.
So we have to speak with other stakeholders, with other African organizations, and also to find when is the best time to do it. And we have to also get permission from the authority, because it's going to be peaceful. It's not about violence. It's just to make the voice known. And most likely it's going to be in the city of Bremgarten. And basically, if it's possible, we will be coming to this center. So we cannot tell now, but the process should be starting any moment from now. And it has started. This is why we're telling people we are on our way, and it's going to be done for real.
Yeah. Thank you very much. That was Mark Bamidele from the African Mirror TV, and of course the president of the Swiss African Integrations and Health Network. Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you too.
This has been African Mirror TV, and of course in cooperation with the Swiss African Integration and Health Network. This is Bashi Modi signing off.